Storm Tracker weather starts now with meteorologist Joey Bianconi.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm glad it's Friday. I'm sure you are as well, but we have a cold front moving through the area that's going to bring some rain and snow before we head into the weekend. Temperatures are in the 30s for most locations. We're at 47 in Great Falls. Southwest wind has picked up of about 16 miles an hour sustained right now. We could be looking at some pretty serious gusts today. Two areas of high wind warnings issued by the National Weather Service. The first along the Rocky Mountain front, which does include us here in Great Falls. Also Choteau, Augusta, up to Browning, Cut Bank as well. That's where we could see gusts of 60 miles an hour through about 6 o'clock this evening. The second high wind warning is in central Montana, including areas like Winifred, Lewistown, Hayes, and Havre. We could see wind gusts of 60 miles an hour later on in the day and overnight tonight as a center of low pressure moves through the area. We'll have what's called a low-level jet back behind that center of low, and that will translate some pretty strong winds down to the surface. So already we have some pretty strong winds along the Rocky Mountain front, and that will only expand in coverage as we move on through the rest of this morning and into the early afternoon. Widespread 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts through much of north central Montana. That also does include the Helena Valley. You see 30 to 40 mile an hour gusts right there. Wind dies down heading into tonight, but remember, we do have that isolated area into central Montana near the Lewistown area, the Snowies, the Judiths, the Bear Paw, and the Little Rockies. That's where we could see some isolated stronger wind gusts overnight tonight. So here's that cold front coming through. Very heavy rain and snow if you are traveling over mountain passes. It could be blinding at times, so make sure you leave a few minutes early and keep your distance from other drivers. So that will continue to make its way ever so closer to Helena over the next hour or so. This is about 7 o'clock. We will have some rain coming through the lower elevations in the valleys. We'll have some heavy snow off in McDonald Pass and the Elkhorns and the Boulders, possibly even through Interstate 15 as well. That will continue to make its way into central and eastern Montana by the late morning and early afternoon. Could be looking at a little bit of snow up on the High Line as well. And then here's that center of low. I mentioned the low-level jet. That's what this is going into tonight. We'll have a little bit of rain and snow associated with that as well. That will continue its trek out of the state by Saturday morning, and we're left with mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies here. A bit cooler tomorrow to start off the weekend. We'll only have highs in the 40s, some cirrus clouds passing overhead. Overall, a nicer day. The wind does die down as well. Heading into the weekend and into next week, again, we will have the cooler temperatures to start off, but a ridge of high pressure builds in by Sunday, and Monday we're looking at some warmer temperatures, possibly even up into the mid to upper 60s for some of our area. And that ridge will stick around through most of the week with only minor disturbances coming through. So we'll be in the 40s and 50s today for our highs. The next 7 days in Helena will be at least a little better than today. We're not looking at any sort of rain or snow until about Friday of next week. So enjoy the period of drier weather while we can. Not a whole lot of wind here in Helena. We will have some wind developing in Great Falls and the north central plains by Monday and Tuesday for Veterans Day, but it will die down heading into the middle of next week.